Let's see. No one's in here yet, but this is my first live. Oh my gosh, why am I even on here right now? I feel so exposed. So exposed. Let's see. If some people are gonna come in here. This is like so uncomfortable. I'm venting to nobody right now. Okay. So how do I do this? Oh, I can click on it. Okay. Let's see. So I'm like waiting for more people to get in here and do this reading. So it was like a random thought to come on here. Is there anyone in here yet? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna start. All right, whatever. So yeah, if you are gonna watch this, I just got like randomly a random ass feeling to get on here and do my first live ever. So I'm just gonna start, even though there's no one in here. I think there's one person in here, but they're not talking. Creep. So let me just start. Why the fuck am I on here? Okay. So I'm Nocturnal. If you haven't heard of me before, now you have. And I do tarot, and it's like my first live ever. And so I'm just gonna do this reading and then get the fuck off of here. I'm extremely uncomfortable. Extremely uncomfortable. All right, so whatever. If you like the reading, subscribe. So let's do it. Let's find out why I was supposed to come on here. Because I don't know. I couldn't dodge the feeling. So here we go. All right. There's like some specific message that people just have to hear right now. It's so annoying. So let's do it. So what's the messages? What's going on? Oh, a tower moment. That's nice. A tower moment. Oh, a tower moment coming in like right now. Maybe at this very moment. For someone, for a few people, it has to do with your mental. Maybe there's a tower moment going on up here in your mind. Maybe your perception of life is changing right now. Are you the reason I felt the need to come on here? Is it your fault? Why I had to come live and the feeling wouldn't leave? Are you having a crash out moment right now? Right now, as we speak? Hi. Is that what's happening? Maybe you're realizing you didn't have enough boundaries in your life. Are you crashing out over your ability to kind of let people run over you? Does that make sense? It's doing good. My day is good. It's very random. It's my first live and I'm nervous as fuck, but you know, whatever. Thanks for asking. So I just felt the need to do this message. I'm good. Nervous, but good. So yeah. Let me try to finish this reading. Oh my gosh. So I can get out of here. But someone watching me right now, I feel like you're the reason I was supposed to come on here. You're having a mental breakthrough of some sort, a mental realization of how your lack of boundaries, could be a lack of spiritual boundaries, kind of caused some chaos in your life. And you could be in a moment of reflection literally as we speak. There's a part of you that is not quite tuned in to who you're really supposed to be. And it's as if like it's like you play tricks on yourself as well. How do you play tricks on yourself? It's like you create realities that aren't really there. You hello. Thank you. You create realities that aren't really there. And that's also a part of your lack of spiritual boundaries. Like maybe you're taking certain tarot readers or certain like spiritual practices too far to the point where it's not balanced and it's just kind of like running your life. Because there's a high energy of delusion. And again, right now as I speak, you could be breaking through that delusion. This delusion could also consist of like just your lifestyle or how you live, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. Are you guys rolling with me? Usually my readings are much more clear, but I am like a box of shittles right now. But anyway, let me keep going. So yeah, like I said, mental clarity. A lack of spiritual boundaries. You keep repeating cycles. There's no balance within yourself when it comes to things that you have learned. It has taken over your mental health for some of you. Some of you are experiencing spiritual psychosis, or you have been, and again, at this very moment, you are breaking out of spiritual psychosis. So if you resonate with this, you're the reason I'm on here. Okay? Maybe you need a little reassurance. This mental breakthrough could be very aggressive. Could be very aggressive for you. And it's aggressive because, again, it's cracking some illusion you have created for yourself. It's cracking some illusion. And it's an illusion you've lived in for a long time. Some of you, it could just be the realization that your religion was not as true as you thought it was. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So let's keep going. So again, what I just heard again is like you have been in a state of spiritual psychosis for a while now, and you're realizing that you have. Spiritual psychosis could be stemming from, again, religion, or just being a little bit too delusional and trying to create a reality without seeing the reality that's in front of you. So you're just going off of imagination. Does that make sense? Whatever type of spiritual psychosis you're experiencing, it has made you, you're like not one with who you're supposed to be. You're not one with your highest self. You're not one with your shadow. You're just like kind of in this void of different spiritual essences that you haven't even balanced yourself in. But you're coming out of it like right now. And I'm going to blame you again as to why I'm on here. Your fault. But it's okay. The least you could do is subscribe if this resonates with you. You brought me on here. Okay, let's keep going. Hi, Tanya. This is a wreck. Okay, let me keep going. Relax. All right, so whoever you are, you have to be willing to let this spiritual psychosis just go away. You have to be willing to, because it's showing a little resistance. You're showing resistance right now. Whenever you come across this reading, right now, you, the person who made me get on live, you're resisting your illusion from cracking right now as I speak, okay? So that's why I say you have to be willing to let this spiritual psychosis go. You could be someone who identified with this. Oh yeah, King of Cups reverse at the bottom too. My goodness. You could be someone who created an identity out of this false spirituality. So by cracking this illusion of this spiritual psychosis and this false spirituality, because spirituality is fake anyway, you are cracking a part of yourself. You're losing a part of yourself right now. Like there's an aspect of you that is dying. And if you're new here, I've been picking up death energy for like the past week. So you're dying right now, not physically, but the illusion that you created out of spiritual psychosis. Are you listening? I hope so. All right. This Ten of Cups reverse, right? Again, you're someone living in a sense of delusion, illusion. This Ten of Cups reverse represents how your life really is. But for some of you that resonate with this, the spiritual path you have chosen to take makes you feel like the life you live is actually a Ten of Cups upright because it feeds your delusion. But this is actually how you're living right now. Okay? Because you're living in a false world, a false reality. Do you understand? Oh, hi. Okay, let me focus. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. I feel so exposed. Okay, come back together. Okay. But do you understand what I mean by this Ten of Cups reverse is really a reality and your spiritual path is making you feel like you're living in a Ten of Cups upright, like you're happy? It's like Christianity. Not saying that's what it is, but that's what's coming. You could really believe that Jesus is your savior, and just because you linked up with him, oh, your life's just going to be great, and everything you're going through is just because he's putting you through a test. No, everything you're going through is because of your spiritual psychosis that you're coming out of right now. Again, the reason I'm on live right now. Okay? It must be extreme because I never thought I'd come on live. So I hope you're all right. It must be pretty fucking brutal. Okay. Like I said, this is something you have carried with you since childhood. You rested in it. You created an identity in it. You have built businesses based off of this religion or spirituality. And it gives you a sense of comfort because, again, I can't help but feel it's Christianity or whatever. Because, again, you feel like you have a place set up in a higher realm when you die, just for you to find out when you die that's not what it's going to be. And part of you is realizing that right now. You're realizing it right now. Whoever you are, your energy bugged me so bad that I had to get on here. Also with the Six of Cups reverse, I feel like, again, this path you chose that's so deeply ingrained to you, in you has forced you to look at certain traumas that you've experienced. And of course you never want to be a victim, right? No matter what. You always want to be a conqueror. But this really made you look at certain trauma as if it was okay. Like it blinded your vision for what was really happening to you. Specifically, sexual trauma is what I'm picking up. Do you understand? Like, someone who's watching this, you could have been molested, but because it was the pastor or the spiritual leader, someone contorted your mind and made you feel like it was okay. They also made you feel like you were chosen because you were sexually molested by the pastor. They made you feel like, yeah, that was supposed to happen to you because you're the chosen one. He blessed you with his semen. That sounds crazy, but that's what I just heard. You all right? That's terrible. That's awful. just awful. Yeah, see? The devil. The side you should be coming on. Just kidding. But in all seriousness, the devil. This has had a hold on you. It's also had a hold on your perception of trauma, things you've experienced, again, altering your reality. You've been walking through life like nothing has happened to you because, again, something that was spiritually fed to you, or no, I'm going to say religiously now. Something that was religiously fed to you made you feel like there's something that was done to you. Some of you, literal torment was because of being some chosen child of Jesus Christ. Okay. So yeah. That's why we're here. My goodness, that sounds terrible. Whoever you are, my God. All right. This is Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords and Eight of Cups is you right now, again, as we speak. This is you. Breaking out of that reality you created with this false religion. This is you. Right now. Whether you're on here watching or you come across it later. That's your current energy. You need to understand you are very wealthy and protected during this time as you break this illusion of spiritual psychosis that has ruined your life and ruined your perception of self. And when I say you're wealthy, again, you're wealthy with knowledge, enough knowledge to know that what you have been taught is not right. And also enough knowledge to see that you have been bamboozled. You've been tricked into thinking, again, specifically sexual assault was some odd form of Jesus choosing you to follow some doctrine that some cult-like energy put into your brain. So that is why, again, we are here. You're cracking that illusion, though. That's not the illusion you carry with you. That's the illusion you are releasing right now. You could be having a hard time doing this. Not could be, you are. By trying to come up with more excuses. Do you know what I mean? Trying to come up with more excuses or more theories to support the cult-like Christian doctrine that was put upon you. You're trying to find comfort in the illusion that was created out of this. And maybe that's why you're here. Because that's all you're going to get out of it is comfort. You're not going to get freedom from creating comfort and excuses for religious abuse, which is what this is. This has been lifelong spiritual psychosis, and you couldn't help but experience this lifelong spiritual psychosis because this has been penetrated into you since you were a child, whoever you are. Okay. Okay. I feel like if you really were to just sit and adjust and accept what you're realizing and allow your religious psychosis, I'll have to start saying, allow that religious psychosis to really crack and break. There's much more in life for you than to just serve Jesus Christ. Do you understand? There's much more to life than to just surrender to Jesus Christ. I'm not saying that's what I believe, and even though it is, that's not what the reading is about. This reading is about someone who is religiously abused, And that is your recognition that there's more to life than serving Jesus Christ. That's not even what he wanted. That's not even what he was really saying. But we're not going to go there. There you go with the resistance again. You could be going back and forth in your head while this reading is here. You could be going back and forth in your head while this reading is here, while you're watching this. There is no excuse for religious abuse, and Jesus did not allow some pastor to molest you because you are one of his chosen Israelites. That's not what it is. That's not what happened. Okay, snap out of it. Stop. That's not what it is. That's not what happened. There's more to life than serving Jesus Christ, okay? There's much more. Okay? So it's kind of ironic that this is my first live because I am a pastor's daughter. Grew up in the church. So I can relate to you, whoever you are. So maybe your energy just pinged the right person. I've been there, okay? All right. But you've got to, you can't, it doesn't matter how many hints are thrown at you. You have to be willing to really see the hints that life is trying to throw at you and tell you that, again, there's more to life. Okay? Your pastor's penis was not some night wand that pushed you into a higher realm, because I feel like that's what you were told. He was a perv, just like many pastors are. Okay? So snap out of it, girl. Hi. I'm glad you're back. I'm okay. It's just I didn't know that this reading was going to go this way. But I get it. It makes sense now. It makes sense. It feels like I'm talking to a part of myself that existed long ago before I realized that serving Jesus Christ for my whole life was a whole scam. Okay? Now, if you're new here, although I'm wearing this shirt, ironically, my channel is not about debunking Christianity. It's not about turning people into Luciferians, no. But whatever comes in the message, it comes. All right? With this Lovers and the Six of Swords at the bottom, what you need to realize is the easiest path to God is yourself. Okay? The easiest path to God is you. It's the person in the mirror. It's not Jesus. It's you. And you also need to face the sexual trauma I'm picking up for what it really is. Okay? You've got it. You've got it. Just Ace of Pentacles. With this Knight of Pentacles reversed and this Four of Wands, I honestly feel like you're going to have to literally, hi Laura, you're going to have to literally take a step back, and specifically with the sexual abuse that you experienced, whoever you are, this is very personal. You're going to have to take a step back and reevaluate the sexual trauma you experienced that came from the pastor or your father or the religious leader. It's one of those two. Maybe your dad is a preacher. Don't know. You're going to have to reevaluate it, because the way you've been walking through life, this religious abuse has contorted your perception of the sexual abuse that you encountered. Again, someone told you that you were a chosen one because you were sexually abused. No, no, honey. No. No. That's not what it is. Okay? Don't do that. that could spiral into something very unhealthy. Whether now, in the near future, the distant future. I'm also hearing you don't want to take that and run with it and you end up having a child and you subconsciously or consciously let the same thing happen to them that happened to you because a part of you believes that means they were chosen by Jesus. No. Okay? Look at that. Look at this. If you read tarot, what does this mean? The Ace of Swords reverse and the Star reverse. Delusion, illusion. You've been living in a lie, preventing you from finding yourself, therefore preventing you from finding God. When you find yourself, you find God. Okay? I think I'm almost done. Thank goodness. It's the Star. So whenever you see this, or if you're watching this now, I feel like that this reading somehow has helped you accept the fact that your religious illusion-filled life is cracking. And now you're about to experience life in a different way. A much healthier way, a much healthier perception of yourself. You're not a servant. You're not a servant. Do you understand? We're not meant here, oh Lord. We're not meant here to be servants. I need you to really think, okay? Why the fuck would we be put here to serve one being? Why? One person? Why are all the gospel songs full of, oh, I'm nothing without you. I was born a sinner. Without Jesus, I'm shit. That's a trap. I mean, really listen to those songs in a different way. Look how it's making you think about yourself. It's also a path of the most resistance to shadow work because Jesus accepts you as you are. That's why gluttony is so heavy in the Christian community because you guys have no self-control. Well, some of you. And others of you, what the fuck? I lost train of thought. But you know what I'm saying? Really think. All right? Six of Swords reverse with the Ace of Wands, though. You'll be fine. But you're going to go through some hard times. You might even go through another psychotic break. That's fun. But it's okay. I had like 7 after I realized Jesus was bullshit. He wasn't bullshit, but the thought of serving him and a lot of shit that happened to me similar to who you are was covered up by Jesus' grace. So I went through a few psychotic breaks too, but I turned out fine, didn't I? Seriously though, you're gonna be okay. You have to break down, especially someone that went through something like you. All right? Perfect. This is great. Wonderful. First live ever, and it's about some serious trauma. Okay, what's this tower? Oh, and look, after the tower, 9 of Cups upright. The tower is what you're going through now. The mental collapse. The religious psychotic collapse is what it's happening now. Okay? That's great. It's wonderful. Let it happen. Let the illusion fall. All right? You were not here to be a servant of Christ. Nobody was. Okay? Right? And again, I'm not here to make anyone change their whatever the fuck, their belief. That's not what I do here. But the reading is the reading. So I'm talking to the people this resonates with. Okay? I don't care what you believe. As long as you're on the path to your highest self. That's all that matters. Because there you find God. Are you guys listening? Is there anything else for this person? Is there anything else? Because I'm about to get off of here. I was about to take a shroom, and whoever you are, you just push that out the way. Anything else? Oh my gosh, I thought I was done. For some reason, you need to know that the comfort that you feel from the religious delusion is keeping you away from your highest self, which again is keeping you away from God. We are gods. Do you understand? Do you understand? All right, guys. Is that it? Okay. Let's see. Tanya, how did I do, girl? I was just on the phone shitting bricks with you, wasn't I? Sacred waters, drunken by the swell of the sea. Blah, 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 blah. My goodness. It's funny because the message I just got, I had a reading about it earlier. And it hasn't posted yet. It's going to post later. But you you are someone that, again, had experienced serious sexual abuse from a pastor. And people made you feel like you were the chosen one of Christ because he did it. That has affected your sexuality as an adult. You're either overly sexual or terrified of it. I don't know why that came out. And I did a reading on that earlier. And it's going to post at 12 a.m. If you want to make yourself known, you're welcome to subscribe if this resonated with you. Okay. This card says, all that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. Know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. Doesn't that sound like God energy? That doesn't sound like servant energy. No. That's not what we want. That's not what you want. I don't give a fuck what religion you guys follow, whoever comes across this. I just give a fuck about the person I'm reading to right now. And you need to know that it's okay to go to lose your mind over this realization, okay? Hi, I know, right? I was just like, ugh. It was a terrible, anxious feeling, like I had to get on here. And it was a very personal reading about someone losing the delusion of Jesus Christ. And I'm like, of course they would choose me to deliver this message, right? And ironically, I have on this shirt. It's so funny. Sometimes the universe has a lot of jokes, doesn't it? I'm highly uncomfortable, though. Extremely. Okay. Is there anything else? Make sure you guys look out for my next upload, too, at 12 a.m. or 12:30. That one is kind of... it's interesting, to say the least. Okay. So I think I'm done, though. I think I'm done. So whoever this reading was for, I hope you come across it, or I hope you were on here, because my God, you were bugging me. And from someone who has experienced religious abuse, I really hope you let your illusion crack. And it's okay if you feel psychotic, because you were living in years of spiritual psychosis anyway. So what's the difference of letting another screw loose? Like I said, I'm fine. I turned out okay. Kinda. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. I can't stay and talk. I can't stay and chat. Maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna do this thing tomorrow morning. I'm gonna make a cake on live, and whoever guesses the cake's flavor gets a.
Make the cake flavor.
If y'all heard that, was my daughter. She said she wants to make the cake for Lucifer. I'm raising her correctly, right? But anyway, like I was gonna say, whoever guesses the cake flavor correctly gets a free reading. So I'm gonna do it at like 7:30 a.m. 8:30 Eastern time. All right. So that's it. I'm out of here, guys. I can't do it anymore. Yeah, you did miss it. All right, I have to go. I'm out of here. Thanks, guys.